performing any exercise program, please use common sense and follow the advice of your doctor or medical professional to reduce and avoid injury. By performing any physical exercises, you are performing them at your own risk. High Liberty Fitness cannot be liable for the outcomes of your actions. Thanks for your understanding. All right, everybody. So let's get in. Let's start to stand up. Let's start to shake it out. If you guys have just started waking up, come on, let's give ourselves a few moments to get loose. To let that fluid get going through the joints. Nice work. We'll plant the feet and just start to swing the arms, letting the hands loose, letting them hit your sides as you sort of just twist from the base of your spine here. Maybe beginning to lift the heels, really getting into that twist. Big breaths in. That's it, everyone. All right, we're going to stand still, and then we're going to take the arms up, take a big breath in, and then we're going to bend forward, let the arms fall. Again, inhale, reach the arms up, tip from the waist, bend forward, release the arms. Inhale, maybe take your gaze up, and then take it down. We're waking up the neck as well. Big inhale, release the hands. Couple more times using your breath to rise up. And fold and exhale. One more inhale. Fold and exhale. Good job. One more shake. Just give it a go, guys. And then we're going to stand in stillness. So if you've got your weights, now's the time that you can bring it in. I'll demonstrate with one weight here. If you've got two, you can also hold two in one hand. We're going to bring our feet to railroad tracks. Okay, so feet are underneath the hips. Toes are pointing forward. Opposite hand is going to come behind the head. And we're just going to start to tip over to the side and then draw the body back up to center. Okay? I want you to make sure here that your knees are slightly bent and that your belly button is pulling in towards the spine. This is how we engage the core. Okay, so pull it in. Start to tip over. If you can deepen the tip. We want to keep the lower body nice and stable. Okay, so we're not jutting out the hips as we tip over. We're planting those feet, tipping over to the side, and then using our core strength to come back to center. That's it. Let's do 4 more. Reach, keep the elbow open. Good. Working on spinal flexibility here. Twice more. Allowing that weight to guide you down and lifting up. Once more. That's it. Now let's switch sides. We'll bring the weight to the opposite hand. Other hand comes behind the head. Roll the shoulders back. Open up that chest. Now pull the belly button in and tip to the side and draw it back up. Check your stance again. So make sure that you're pressing down into both feet. Knees are slightly bent. And you're really drawing that navel toward the spine. So you're getting that belly engagement. See if you can tip down a little bit further. Again, making sure your hips are staying stable. Okay, so you're not pushing the hips out to the side. Pressing down into both feet, rising back up to center. That's it. Let's do 4 more. Tip, rise back up. Breathe in. Nice work, everyone. Twice more. And one more time. Okay, from here, you can bring the weight towards the center. We're going to hold on to it with both hands. Again, press down into both feet, bend the knees, and we're just going to twist, okay? Just a little twist here. So the important part is that we're engaging the core. It might feel like you're not doing anything, okay? But see if you can pull your navel in toward the spine, okay? And then see if you can squeeze your butt cheeks. That will give you this sort of core engagement so that you're just sort of shifting over side to side. Weight is in both feet. Good work. We're going to hold for 8. Keep twisting for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's it. All right, let's bring it to the other side again. 1 more each side, 1 more set. Let's tip for 8. Allow your arm to reach down and pull back up to center. Again, making sure both knees are slightly bent. You're pressing down into both feet. That's it, everyone. Big breath in for 4, tipping over, making sure that elbows open for 3, for 2, and 1 more. And we'll switch sides. 1 more set on this side. Open up that elbow. So pull the elbow back, tip, and rise. That's it. Pull the navel in toward the spine. Belly engagement all the way. Breathe in. Give me 4 more. 4. You got it. 3. Lift that chest back up to center. 2. And the last one. Bring the weight toward the center. Okay, here it is. Engage the core. Squeeze the glutes. Little twist. Can you make the twist a little bit bigger? Allow the elbows to come over to the side body. That's it. Press down into both feet. Knees are slightly bent. That's it, everyone. Come on, hold it for 8. You got it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, everybody. Let it go. All right, we're going to come down onto the ground. When you're ready, come take a seat and set your feet out wide, okay? We're going for a wide sitting stance here. So even if your legs don't come out that wide, just bring them as wide as you can. Allow the toes to sort of come out towards the corners, okay? From here, bring your hands behind your head, okay? Sit up nice and tall. So right away, we're already engaging the core just by sitting down here. We're using our muscles in our back to lift us up, open up the chest, and pull the elbows back. Now from here, it will help if you pull the toes back towards your face, so you keep the backs of the legs nice and grounded. And then we're going to tip over to the side and come back to center. Same side. Tip and rise back up. Open up the elbows, okay? Try to resist the urge to curl in. Open it up. Keep that chest nice and open. Stay broad across the collarbone. You got it. Tip and lift. Let's do 4 more on this side. 4. Are your legs shaking a little bit? For 3, we're getting lots of hip strength here. For 2, 1 more. That's it. All right, from here, we're gonna tip forward towards the knee, roll towards the center, and come back up, okay? Tip the nose toward the knee, roll through the center, and rise. Keep the backs of the legs grounded. Keep the toes flexed towards the face. That's it. Really working on the back muscles here. Tip, round through, rise up. Keep the elbows open. For 4, breathe. You got it. For 3, keep the backs of the legs on the ground. For 2, remember to breathe. Let's take 1 more rotation. That's it. All right, release the arms, shake it out. Whew. Building some heat in the body. All right, let's go the other way. Here we go. When you're ready, arms come up, shoulders relax down the back, and open up the elbows. So don't let the elbows come in. Keep them open. We're tipping toward the opposite side and lifting up. Pull the toes towards the face, okay? It will help you keep your legs anchored to the ground. We're just tipping and coming back to center. Tip and lift. That's it. Breathe. Don't hold the breath. Sitting up nice and tall, okay? Try not to arch forward. You got it. For 4. Nice work. For 3. Whoo. For 2. 1 more. All right, guys, we're going to take the rotation. So twist towards that knee, round through the center, and rise up. Keep the elbows opening up. That's it. Half circle right here. Tip the nose toward the knee. Rise back up. Ooh, I can really feel that in the hips and the legs. Take a big breath in here, everybody. Take it as slow as you need to. That's it. We'll do 4 more. For 4. You got it. For 3. For 2. 1 more. Keep the elbows opening. That's it. Let it go. Shake out those legs. Whew. That's a lot for the upper legs and the hips. All right. We're going to bring the feet together and we're going to take a seat, okay? So legs are coming in front of the body now. I want you to take your hands, place them behind the back, and then relax down onto your elbows, okay? So your fingers are pointed down towards the toes, okay? From here, open up the shoulders. So rather than allowing the shoulders to fall in, open up and stay broad across the collarbone. Okay, now you can lift the legs and bend the knees, okay? You can do one leg at a time if you'd like. Your choice. Make sure that you're keeping that chest open. We're going to extend and pull back to center, okay? Extend and bend. Keep lifting that heart. That's it. Extend the legs and pull back to center. You got it, everybody. Stay with it. Breathe in. That's it. For 4. All right, lean back on those forearms. For 3, lift the heart space. For 2, 1 more. Nice. Okay, now relax the feet down. Maybe shake your legs out if you need a little bit of a break. And from here, we're going to tip over onto the right hip. Okay, so keeping your arms where they are, fingers pointing down, we're just going to lean over onto the right hip. Knees are pointed over to the right. Now you can do just the top leg, okay, or you can bring both legs in. We're going to extend and come back to center. So we're still lifting that heart, right? So no shoulders falling in, opening up, lifting the front body, bending and lengthening the legs out toward the side. Okay, if you want, just the top leg. Use the bottom leg for support. Here we go for 4. Breathe in for 3. You got it. For 2 and 1. Nice job. Come back to center. Windshield wipe your legs if you need to. And we're coming over to the other side. So tipping over onto the left hip now. Again, let's reset on those arms. If you want, you can come up onto your hands if that's better for you. Okay, otherwise we're leaning down onto our forearms, lifting the chest, and either just the top leg is lengthening and pulling back, or both legs. Extend and bend. We're really working into the side of the core here, the obliques. Make sure you're lifting that chest, okay? So don't collapse in. Open up. That's it. Take a big breath in. Look up towards the ceiling. For 4, you got it. For 3, for 2, and 1. Good job, everybody. Let's come back onto our backs. Keeping our feet on the ground. Walk your feet out to a comfortable position away from your bum. We'll take our fingertips to the temples or behind the head, and we're just going to do an easy curl. So just lifting the backs of the shoulders off the floor, making sure you're keeping your chin off the chest. So try not to round the neck, okay? Look up toward the ceiling. Keep the elbows wide. Here we go. For 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, 4, you got it. 3, 2, and 1. Now, bend your knees and drop them over to the right. Shoulders are staying in the center. Same move, curling up and coming back down. Back of the shoulders, lift off the floor. Working into the obliques here, okay? Looking up towards the ceiling. Chin off the chest for 8. Elbows wide, 7. You got it. Keep the knees together. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Bring the knees back towards the center and take them out the other way. Keep the knees stacked, one on top of the other as best as you can. Keep the elbows wide. Lift the back of the shoulders. Looking up towards the ceiling. That's it. Curl it up. Big breath in, everyone. Don't hold the breath. Here we go for 8. You got it. 7. Look up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, everybody, we're going to come back up. And we're going to lean back on those arms once more. So taking your hands behind you, fingers are pointing down towards the toes. You can come onto your forearms, okay? Lifting the chest, so don't collapse in. Open up the shoulders, lift the chest, and then your feet are going to lift. Either one leg at a time or both
are going to extend and bend, okay? Really using some core strength to lengthen those legs and then bring them back towards the center. So if you're doing one knee at a time, you can just tap it down if you want, come back to center. That's it. Let's hold. Here we go. Breathe in for 8. You got it. 7. Keep lifting the chest. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one. Good job. All right, here we go. We're coming across. If you feel it a lot across the collarbone here, across the chest, maybe you come up onto your hands, okay? That way you're not leaning back so much. Now we're going to lean onto the right hip, okay? So knees are going to drop a little bit towards the right. Same move. If you're up on your hands, pull your elbows back, open the chest, okay? Here we go. Extend and bend. That's it. Take a breath in for 8. If you're on your hands, pull the elbows behind you. Lift the chest. That's it, everybody. For 4. Whoo. For 3. Almost there. For 2. And 1. Nice job. Let it go. Come over to the other hip. So again, you can either be on those forearms, lifting up, or you're on your hands, pulling the elbows back, lifting the chest. Tip the hips, lengthen the legs towards the left, and bend them in. That's it, everybody. You can do this. Keep holding. We're almost done. For 8, for 7, 6, breathe, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Whew, lots of work there for the core, right? Let's come onto the backs. Back into our crunches, okay? No straining the neck here. We're going to keep the chin off the chest. Take the elbows wide. Lift the back of the shoulders off the ground. If you want a challenge, you can take your knees up for 8, okay? For 7. Or you keep your feet on the ground for 6, 5, you got it. 4, keep looking up towards the ceiling. For 3, for 2, and 1. All right, lower the feet down if you had them lifted and tip the knees over to the right. Whew, I'm sure you guys are feeling this. I'm with you. All right, elbows wide. Let's go. Here we go. For 8, let's breathe. For 7, keep looking up towards the ceiling. Okay, try not to look down or you'll crunch your neck. So look up for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Nice job. Bring it back towards the center. Take the knees up the opposite way. Stack those knees. Keep the feet together and lift. Here we go. Looking up towards the ceiling for 8. Elbows wide for 7. You can do it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, guys. All right, let's bring our feet onto the ground. We're staying on our backs here. We're going to come into a bridge pose. So make sure your feet are at a comfortable distance away from your bum. We're going to press down into the soles of the feet and the back of the skull, and we're going to lift the hips. Squeezing the glutes as you lift those hips up towards the ceiling. That's it. Pressing down into the feet and the back of the skull. Now again, protect your neck here by keeping the neck nice and long so the chin stays off the chest rather than rounding it in. If you want to add some upper body, raise the arms up overhead and then take them down as you lower the hips. Remembering to breathe here. We're pressing down into those feet to lift up. Keeping that breath turned on. You got it, everybody. Squeeze those glutes as you reach the top. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, 1 more. All right, everybody lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Hold. Snuggle your shoulder blades underneath you. So try and draw them underneath onto the back. See if you can lift your hips about another inch. Really press down into those feet in the back of the skull. Squeeze those glutes underneath you. You got it. Okay, we're going to add a pulse. Are you ready? Pulse for 3, 2, 1. Lower to hover. Again, 3, 2, 1. Lower the hips to hover. Again, 3, 2, 1. Lower the hips to hover. Keep looking up towards the sky. Breathe in, hover. That's it. 3, 2, squeeze. 1, hover. Couple more rounds. 3, 2, 1, lower. Good. One more. 3, 2, 1, hover. Lift the hips, and we're going to pulse for 8. This is it. Press into the soles of the feet. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Release. Relax the shoulders. Allow the hips to come down toward the ground. From here, we're going to lift our feet off the ground. So knees are now stacked over the hips. We're just going to do some oblique work by dropping the knees over to one side. So you can relax your arms out to a capital T, or you can cactus the arms by bending the elbows, okay, if that suits you. And then we're just going to allow the knees to drop over to the right. Making sure those shoulders are staying down into the ground, bringing the knees back to center, and relaxing them toward the opposite side. If your shoulders are lifting off the ground, you're going too far, okay? Just tip so far as your shoulders stay grounded, and then use your core to pull them back to center. Allow them to drop the opposite way, come back to center. Stay with it, take it as slow as you need to. Make sure you're breathing. Lift back to center, tip over. Big breath in, everybody. If you want a little bit more, maybe you lengthen the top leg as you tip toward the side, come back to center. Again, tip toward the opposite way, lengthen the top leg, back to center, tip and lengthen, back to center. We'll do 2 more on each side, making sure you're not holding the breath. Reach, pull it back. Nice work, everybody. 1 more. Reach, back to center. Good work. Place your feet on the ground. We're going to come back in the bridge pose. So feet are walked away from the glutes at a comfortable distance. Press down into the soles in the back of the skull. Lift the hips and lower. Keep the back of the neck nice and long by pressing into the back of the skull as you lift up. Lift. Good job. Here we go. For 8, squeeze those glutes. For 7, you got it. 6, 5, breathe in for 4, you got it. 3, 2, on the last one I want you to lift and hold. Hold. Can you get your hips an inch higher? Snuggle your shoulder blades underneath you. Lift those hips. Take a big breath in, and we're going to pulse. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, hover. Again, 3, 2, 1, lower the hips to hover. 3, 2, 1, lower. One more time. 3, 2, 1, lower. Lift for 8, pulse. 7, squeeze. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Lower it down. Release the shoulders. And again, we're going to do those oblique tips. So lifting the knees over the hips. Your arms can come out to a T. Maybe you bend the elbows, relax the shoulders down, and allow the knees to drop over to one side. Use core strength to draw them back up to center, and then take them over the other way, making sure your shoulders are staying down. If you want a bit more, you can extend the top leg. That's it. reaching those toes. And if you want even more, you can extend both legs, okay? Making sure those backs of the shoulders are staying pressed down. If they're lifting up, you're going too far. You've got it, guys. Extend, back to center. Nice work. We'll do 4 more on each side. Breathe in for 4. Beautiful work, everyone. For 3. Keep breathing for 2. Take it as slow as you need to. Keeping those shoulders on the ground. Pulling that navel in. Last one to each side. Woo. All right, with the knees over the hips, we're going to extend the legs towards the ceiling. This is our last exercise, okay? Keep the knees as bent as much as you need to. Otherwise, let's take the toes up, relax the arms down by the side, and we're just going to lift the back of the hips, okay? Just lift. That's it. Point the toes. Even if your knees are bent, you can lift the knees in toward the chest and lift the back of the hips. That's it. Breathe in. Almost there, guys. You've done awesome. Let's stay with it. Here it is. Don't forget to breathe. Keep pointing and lifting. Let's do 8 more. For 8. You got it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, everybody. Hug your knees to your chest. Give yourselves a big squeeze.
Good work, fit friend. Give yourself a good stretch and hit like and subscribe for more high liberty workouts.